Dawn with me again, and Dawn's going to read for us this morning. All right, Dawn, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to be reading a ghost story about Gustavo. Gustavo was a ghost. He enjoyed doing the normal things that ghosts do, passing through walls, making objects fly, and glowing in the dark. But there was nothing in the world that he loved more than playing the violin. Well, almost nothing. Gustavo was secretly in love with Alma, the prettiest monster in town, but he had a problem. You see, Gustavo was so shy that a lot of things were difficult for him to do. He didn't like being around a lot of people. And the worst part of it, making friends was terrifying for him. Gustavo had never dared to speak to any of the other monsters. He tried getting close to them in many different ways. He tried playing their games, doing things that they like to do, but a lot of times it just didn't work. But even when he was right in front of them, they just couldn't see him. He didn't stand out to them. Gustavo longed to be a part of something. More than anything, he wanted to make a friend. I have to be brave. Look at him. He's on the playground all by himself. I have to be brave. So he decided to send a letter, a very special letter. He invited all the other monsters in the area to come and listen to him play some music. As the days went by, Gustavo couldn't stop thinking, what if no one shows up? What if they don't like my music? Except tonight was the night, and he couldn't hide anymore. But this is sad. Not a soul, not a goblin, not a monster showed up. So all alone, Gustavo did what he loved to do the most. He started playing his music. And the music made him happy. So happy that he started glowing. Oh, how he glowed. You see him? You see Gustavo over here? He's glowing in the night. And all of a sudden, everyone started showing up. We wanted to get you flowers, but we got lost. And then we heard your music. And we saw your glow. We really loved your concert. Would you like to hang out with us? Before, he didn't have any friends. Now he has lots of friends. From that moment on, Gustavo's life changed, and everyone discovered that even if he didn't talk very much, he had a lot to say with his music. But mostly, Gustavo never stopped surprising them. Looky here. He's using his flashlight to make some scary shadows. And they never stopped loving him. So he was being himself, and they loved him. And that is the end of the story of Gustavo. Thank y'all.
Good morning, guys. Hey, I got Matthew here with me, and he's going to read to us this morning. Take it away, Matthew.
Okay, today we'll be reading Snowmen at Halloween. One autumn day, the air turned cold and it began to snow. We went outside and made some snowmen standing in a row. My sister had a box of dress-ups out for Halloween, and soon all these snowmen were the scariest we'd ever seen. We went off to a party and trick-or-treating too, then headed home in the dark when everything was through. As we passed our snowmen, I thought I saw one wink. Did they want to have fun too? Well, this is what I think. It's a dark and spooky night, but the snowmen aren't afraid. They'll follow one another in a Halloween parade. Gliding down the moonlight streets into the village square, beckoned by the twinkling lights and lanterns hanging there. They'll see lots of orange pumpkins heaped up in a pile. Every snowman gets to carve a very scary smile. They'll like playing all the games and fishing for a prize, and have their faces painted by an artist in disguise. Some bite into caramel treats, which give them gooey grins. Others bow for apples in the apple-bobbing bins. For a coin, the fortune teller sees a snowman's fate. Will it be warm sun or snowstorms they'll anticipate? Maybe they will wander through a maze made of hay. Twisting turns and dead ends make it fun to find the way. Someone will be telling tales about a snowman ghost. I'll bet spooky stories is what snowmen like the most. If their Halloween's like mine, they'll want to trick or treat and head home with their buckets full of every kind of sweet. There will be a lot of giggling on their way back home from town, and it'll take a while before these snowmen settle down. That's what I thought they'd do, but I guess I'll never know, 'cause it warmed up overnight and melted down the snow. The dress-ups are in the piles, but there's something in between, a snowman message just for us. Happy Halloween.
Thank you, Matthew. And thank you guys for joining us. Hey guys, so I want to read Click Clack Boo to you guys. Farmer Brown does not like Halloween. Witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him shivers. Jack-o'-lantern filters spooky shadows on the wall. Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch. He puts up a do not disturb sign, and he draws the shades and locks the doors. But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. Prizes, most candy eaten, scariest boo, loudest scream, and best costume. Do you all think you have parties going on in your barn? There is a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. There's a creak, creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. There's a tap, tap, tapping, and the cows go to the window to let the cats in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds of Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door and he peeks through the window. There is a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Farmer Brown runs to his room, pulls on his pajamas, and climbs under the covers. He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the house. There's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards on the front porch. There's a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. Farmer Brown pulls his covers tight. He hears quack, quack, quackle in the crisp night air. Crackle. Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty. The candy bowl is gone. Where do you think the candy bowl went? There's a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. Farmer Brown runs to the barn. There's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the barn. There's a tap, tap, tapping on the window. Best costume. Happy Halloween. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.